This is Flex-Ohh. Oh really? Flex-Ohh is advertised as an amazing super compound that can be shaped, molded, played with, reused, and the kicker is it never dries out. So I'm going to put this to the test today in my review of Flex-Ohh. So I think the way I'm going to test out is in two parts. First, I'm going to play with it and just see how it performs in that regard. But I'm also going to test out the claim that it doesn't dry out. And I'm going to leave it out overnight in a couple of different locations to see how it fares. One is going to be outside, one is going to be inside, and I'm going to leave one unopened, and I'm going to compare the two after the three of them have been sitting out for 24 hours. So I'll have the outside, the inside, and the unopened ones all together, and I'll do that at the end of the review. Until then, I'm going to get started and I'm going to open up a couple of these packages and just see how they fare as the amazing super compound known as Flex-Ohh. Okay, so this Flex-Ohh is going outside for the next 24 hours. We're going to see how it handles after it's been sitting here all day and all night. Bye. Bye, Flex-Ohh. See how that goes tomorrow. I got this pack of Flex-Ohh for about $15 at a local Walgreens. It's a little bit more expensive than Play-Doh, but if you let your Play-Doh dry out, then the cost may not be significant because apparently this doesn't dry out, but I'm still in the middle of testing that. This is the one it's been sitting here since this morning, but I'm going to let it sit out for another 12 hours. These pieces I pulled out earlier, and they have not dried out yet, and they've been here for about 10 hours. So far, it's looking pretty good. One thing to note is that the package in stores do not have any kind of tools or molds, so what you get is basically Flex-Ohh with nothing really to mold it with. So if you have some Play-Doh mold sitting around, you might be able to use those. Texture-wise, the texture is similar to that of Play-Doh. As you can see, I guess it's kind of stretches. It's a little bit more rubbery than Play-Doh. There's not as much smell and there's not as much residue. I don't really feel, maybe a very slight grease. And there's not much, there's a little bit of a smell, but not much. I actually prefer the texture of this over Play-Doh, which is a plus. This is red, supposedly. This is pink, and this is orange. I don't see a great deal of difference. That's just like almost a darker orange, and there's no blue. Good morning, Flex-Ohh. This has been sitting out all night. It's been here for a little over 24 hours. I'm going to take it inside and compare it with one that sat out overnight indoors and with one that I just opened and see how they compare. No, she can't have it. And now for the big test. This one sat outside all night. It's been over 24 hours. This one sat inside overnight. These also sat overnight, and then I just opened this package of kind of reddish, and I'm going to compare how they feel. The only thing I notice is that the yellow has a crack down the center, but other than that, I don't really detect much difference. So if I tear off a little piece of it, tear off a piece of the yellow, a piece of the pink, I'm going to tear out a piece of this red, which is kind of red. All right. This one was just open, so it has that new soft feeling to it. The pink that sat out all night feels exactly the same. I don't feel any difference at all. The yellow feels a little bit stiffer. Just slightly stiffer. It's weird because this one was in the house all night. This one was outside. I think it was more humid outside, so that might be the reason. It's certainly still playable, and the green that sat out all night also feels slightly stiffer than the just open one, but it's certainly still playable. You could definitely still make. I mean, this is after sitting out all night. See, it's a little bit stiffer, and this is just opened. You can see it's a little bit different texture, not a great deal difference. I'm going to say that compared to other modeling clays that would be hard as a rock by now, this is actually pretty good. Overall, I think that Flex-Ohh is a great entrant in the molding clay category for kids. I only had a few very minor complaints about it. The red is more like a dark orange, and they already have an orange, so it looks like there's two oranges. And there's no blue, which is kind of surprising, but I guess there's purple, which is close enough. And the other thing is that there's really nowhere to store it. You know, like when you get Play-Doh, you get the little cups you put it in. There's really nothing like that in the packaging that they sell in stores. So you have to just kind of figure out where to store it after you've opened it. Other than that, I think that because it doesn't dry out, that Flex-Ohh is actually a pretty good product. It's a little more expensive, but in the long run, it's probably worth it. So that's my review of Flex-Ohh. I'm going to give it to some family members with kids. If anything changes, I'll post a follow-up. But if you've used Flex-Ohh, I would like to hear what you think in the comments below. And if you like this review, I would appreciate a subscribe, and I'll bring you more As Seen on TV products in the near future. Thank you.